Peace. What it do, y'all? It's your brother, man, from the motherland, coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one of that Repent or Die podcast. For those that don't know who I am, I'm Junes, the original, by blood, not by converse. You know I'm out here to splurge with the word. Want to give all praise and glory to the Father, for He is worthy to be praised. Want to shout out to all new subscribers. Want to say thank you for all feedbacks, good and negative. You know, when it comes to the feedback, we need that. That's the only way we shall improve. And just know that it's all because of you. You know what I'm saying? So round of applause for you guys. Yes, sir. Hey, man, listen, I hope everybody's having a good one. But on this one, we about to have some good fun. You hear me? And let's just jump straight into it, man. But before I do, if it's your first time, you know what to do. Hopefully it's not your last time. But even if it's your last time, you still know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Just hit the like, hit the subscribe, and if you ain't subscribing, then you out here wilding. You feel me? But now that's out the way. Let's get into it. Right? What is the difference between a Bantu and a Hebrew? Everybody wants to know the difference between a Bantu and a Hebrew. Okay. Let's start off with geographical, right? Geographically, a Bantu is somebody or someone or people, which Bantu means, that comes from Africa, right? A Hebrew is Europeans that comes from Europe. Facts. Right? Or you can't find a black person that speaks fluent Hebrew anywhere. I think the only one that has a little bit of leeway to speak it to an extent is Zion Lex, which is I believe he's a Haitian. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I don't want to get into that. But he's the only person that I know that can speak Hebrew. Outside of that, nobody speaks that. Let's just get that out the way, right? And I know you guys are gonna say certain things like, "Well, this and that." We're not doing that. See, we're not arguing opinions and possibilities. We're gonna keep it on the facts, right? Right? That's the difference between the two when it comes on that and on that aspect, right? A Bantu knows who their father is, have confidence in the Creator. A Hebrew, on the other hand, has beliefs, right? They believe that they came from 1948. They believe this, right? No proof, just belief. And then they have faith, right? Now, some Hebrews go as far as following the ways of Jesus and believe in the Jesus story. Then you got the other Hebrews that don't believe in none of that. You got the Hebrews that, worship who they worship, right? That's true. So we got the geographical, we got number 2 out the way, right? Number 3, a Bantu keeps the laws according to the Father. A Hebrew keep the laws according to whoever tells them to follow. See the difference? It's a big difference. See, a Bantu is always going to fear the Father with his heart, mind, and soul. A Hebrew will tell you that they fear God with their heart, mind, and soul, but yet operate in a sense of pride. That's the difference, right? The Father said he hates a prideful look. The Father hates a prideful look, but yet Hebrews are nothing but prideful. You should see them on the street corner. You should see them you should see how, and not even just the black Hebrews, we could talk about the European ones too. The European ones, listen, they like to brag about material things that they have. Like, yeah, man, my son owns this house. And trust me, I'm around these people all the time. So I hear the conversations. That's the difference. The difference is, like I said, we know who we are. See, a Bantu knows that they come from the seed of Abram, Isaac, Azaka, and Jacob. A Hebrew believes, or should I say, assumes that he comes from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, or Israel, Israel. That's the difference between the two. That's the difference. See, a Bantu knows that the place filled with milk and honey is in Africa. A Bantu knows that the Holy Land is Africa. A Hebrew hopes or have a sense of belief and think that the Holy Land is in the Middle East because that's what they was told. Who told them that? Who told you that? That's the difference between the two. That's the difference between the two. See, the Bantu's not held down by religion. The Bantu follow culture. Hebrews follow religion and tradition that was passed down and passed on from other individuals that don't look like you. Now, the question that I ask individuals is, which side do you prefer to be on? Do you prefer to be on the side that makes more sense, or do you want to be on the side that increases your faith and keep you in a state of hope? Do you want the truth, or do you want the hope? Or should I say the hoax? It's a hoax. It's a joke. It's a mockery. It's a mockery. Our big brother never spoke Hebrew, so why are you chasing that? He said, Ele, Ele, la sabatani. What does that mean? That's not Hebrew. That does not stand for, my God, why have you forsaken me? My God, why have you forsaken me was a precept that was taken from Psalms chapter 22, verse 1. Look it up. Then take what you take and put my God from English to Greek or Hebrew or whatever, and it's not going to say Ele. So what are we saying here? And we got all the information before Google translated it into something else. Don't think that these people are not aware of this awakening. Don't think that these people are not paying attention and watching the videos we make, the things that we say, the way that we conduct, and especially the way that we move. See, a Bantu knows that the Father will gather us back to the Holy Land. A Hebrew hopes and has belief and is looking to the sky, says, look, guys, the second coming, he's coming. Here he comes. Here. He's here. They believe in that. They believe that they're going to be put in a portal. So wherever they at, no matter where they at, they're going to be in a portal and be sent to their desert location. Some of them, where's the desert location going to be? You guys really believe, black people really believe that the Father is going to take you from one land of captivity to bring you into another land of captivity. Yes, the Middle East is captivity for black people. Okay? The first slave trade was the Arabic slave trade. And it was taking black people and bringing them to the same place that you guys are claiming we're from, to be in complete servitude. So if we come from there, then why will we leave? Why did we flee into Africa? Why did we flee into Rome, into these areas? Why didn't we just stay in the Middle East? Why didn't we just intermingle with the Arabs? We doing it now. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Deuteronomy chapter 28 never took place in the Middle East. Tune in for Summer Conversation this Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Times, as we go through Deuteronomy chapter 28 was in Africa, part 2, where you're going to get a chance to see without a shadow of a doubt that the Bible and the people are so-called Africans. Don't you find it strange that Africa is called Africa and it begins with an A, and Abram is with an A as well? And the Father said he is going to give him a land filled with milk and honey. I mean, come on. Sometimes you got to question certain information that is given upon people. You got to question these things, guys. It's a massive difference. We keep the laws. We follow not the ways of the heathens. We don't follow traditions of man. We keep the time, the calendars according to Enoch, according to the Holy Land, not according to America, not according to the Middle East, not according to areas and individuals who was never given the laws, who was never given the truth, who never stood on truth. Come on now. When our big brother said, "You of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father, you shall do," who you think he was talking to? When he said that you should know the truth and the truth shall set you free, and the rebuttal to that was, how can we be set free? We wasn't into bondage into no man. How are we not in bondage? All through the word, the children of Akobi was in bondage. So if you was never in bondage in no man, then who are you? Oh, you never seen that, huh? Because things that you're supposed to be looking at, you're not looking at, because you already have a structured foundation that you must follow and oblige by. See, that's the difference between a Bantu and a Hebrew. See, a Bantu is going to stick to the Father's ways. We're going to reach out to the Father. When we don't have understanding, we seek to him, and he provides us with that. See, a Hebrew, when they lack understanding, they got to go run to their handlers. The difference between a Bantu and a Hebrew is a Bantu calls on the Father's name. The Bantu says the Father's name, the name that was given unto the children of Akobi. A Hebrew calls any name that sounds Hebrew. El Shaddai, Al-Qaqa, Al-Qaeda, all that sounds Hebrew. Al-Qaeda sounds Hebrew, guys. Stop. Middle East. Are you dumb? It's you. Terrorists, murderers, liars, adulterers, following ways of the heathens. That's the difference between a Bantu and a Hebrew. A Bantu was put into captivity. A Hebrew never served for no man. A Bantu keeps the laws. A Hebrew breaks the laws. A Bantu want to live. A Hebrew don't mind to see you die. Ooh. Talk to them nice. A Bantu stands for righteousness. A Hebrew stands wherever makes sense. Ooh, talk to them nice. They don't like what I'm saying, huh? They ain't gonna like it. They ain't gonna like it. A Bantu knows to love each other. A Hebrew only rocks with you as long as you bring in cheddar. That's the difference. Hey, talk to them nice. Talk to them nice. See, a Bantu's not bound by church and religion. A Bantu is bound by the words of Sunini Nanini. Yes. A Hebrew is bound by whatever makes sense. A Hebrew might be the Most High today. We might walk with the Most High today. We might call him something else tomorrow. We might say Yahweh and Yahushu and the Kuku and the Kumbaya. That's the difference. See, a Bantu knows that the Bible took place in Africa. A Hebrew believes or assumes that it took place in wherever they want it to take place. Some people think it took place in Turkey. Others think that it took place in Mecca. Others think that it took place in 1948. See, a Bantu knows that our father Jacob, right? Akobi name was never changed to no goddamn Jacob or no goddamn Israel. See, a Bantu knows that. A Bantu knows that the original name for Jacob is Akobi, which means firstborn. I showed you guys this on my on a previous video. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull it up for you now. Right? That's the difference between a Bantu and a Hebrew. A Hebrew loves. A Bantu loves. A Hebrew don't mind to kill. I said it. I said it. Hold on, let me move this out the way. Get this out for you guys. Cause you guys be thinking that we be, playing games. And is this right here? Let me see. Open with. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, yeah. There you go. Put it on the screen for you. Hold on. Where is that? Hold on. Where did it go? Hold on, guys. Where did you go? All right. Okay. Put it on the screen for you. What does that say? Oh, what does that say? No, even the AI doesn't know. It says the name Akobi does not correspond to any specific language or culture that I am aware of. However, in the Yoruba language, which is primarily spoken in Nigeria and some parts of the neighborhood countries, the word Akobi means firstborn or eldest child. Yoruba is one of the largest ethnic groups in Nigeria and has a rich culture and logistic heritage. If Akobi has a different meaning or origin in other languages or culture, I may not have that information within my training data. Okay? You seeing right here in front of you. Okay? Akobi. See, that's the difference. See, a Hebrew believes Jacob was a supplanter. Why would the father allow his chosen to supplant anything? Why we gotta steal and hide and commit sin for a blessing? Come on, think about that. Think about that. The father hates sin, but yet he's gonna allow a whole Jerry Springer scenery to take place for a young man to receive a blessing. And you guys believe that. That's the difference between a Bantu and a Hebrew. See, a Bantu wants the truth. A Hebrew wants to feel true. See, we want the truth. You want to believe. You want to feel like you got the truth. That's the difference. See, we know the story. We know the story. See, a Hebrew will see this information, but the pride of being a Hebrew will stop you from taking notes. But a Bantu will see this information and will trigger and desire you for wanting more. That's the difference between a Bantu and a Hebrew. A Hebrew loves. That's what they tell you. A Hebrew loves to lie. A Hebrew loves to lead you astray. A Hebrew loves to lead you to other Hebrew records that was written by people that spoke Hebrew that haven't looked like me and you. And that's your reference source. A Bantu, let me show you what a Bantu do. A Bantu read books like this. You see that? We read books like this. I will what you call these individuals? Our publishers and our writers and authors and all that. You see this? If they don't have these names, they don't have a Bantu name, we're not checking for it. You know why? Because the Hebrew is of their father, and their lust of the father they shall do. Let's pull that up. Hold on. Pull that up for you. Hold on. Let's pull this Bible out. And the lust of your father you will do. This is what Hebrews do. Okay? I'm going to show you. Matter of fact, let's type in the word Hebrew while we here. Why not? When did Abram become a Hebrew? Is Hebrew is Hebrew a tongue or is it a nationality? Because I want to know, when did Abram become a Hebrew? Why the word Hebrew had to take place in Genesis chapter 14? Why wasn't in that addressed from the very beginning? See, nobody don't put the pieces together. Why wasn't Noah a Hebrew? Why wasn't Shem a Hebrew? Why? How did Abram become a Hebrew? How? We'll talk about that next time. How? So from after Genesis 14, the next insertion of Hebrew was in Genesis 39 and 14. And then it made its way. Then all of a sudden you started seeing Hebrew being put all through the word now. All through the word. 27 verses that says the word Hebrew in it. But I digress. What I came here for. Let me show you the difference between a Hebrew and a Bantu. See, a Hebrew can't see what our big brother is saying right here. What is he saying right here? He says, you are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do, for he was a murderer from the beginning. Who is he referring to? Who is he talking to? Who was murdering from the beginning? Let's just think about this for a second, people. Think about this. I want you guys to really use your brain, right? After Cain committed his heinous, sinful act, wasn't there a division? Cain went left. He had his own family, started his own village, did his own thing, right? And the children and Adam end up having Steph. He ended up having Steph, right? Steph did what? But you see the division that took place, right? So when you see him talking this right here, who is he talking to? Who is he talking to? He can't be talking to the seed of Steph. I'm going to show you. Let me finish reading it, right? He was a murderer from the beginning and abideth not in truth, because there's no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. For he is a liar and the father of it. Okay. Who was our big brother speaking to? See, a Bantu knows that our big brother was murdered. A Bantu knows that Mesindisi, or your so-called savior, is a relative. A Bantu knows that the Father does not have an only begotten Son. We are all his children. We are his children. Don't get caught up with the word people. They put that there. Let me tell you something. They interjected the word people. So when that time comes for including themselves, it can be seen as an acceptance of the Father. But the Father said what? What did the Father say? Let's go. What did the Father say? You got to catch these people in their lies, people. Come on now. How many times do I have to, Let me back this up because y'all can't see it. Let me back this up because y'all can't see it. Okay. What does this say? What does this say? He said, he showed his word unto who? I thought his name was changed. When you drop the J and you put the A. Look, remember in the 1611 and the original King James print? Remember they didn't have no J's? So if that wasn't no J, that would have been an I. What would that spell? What would his name have spelled? I, B. Whoa. Damn, Jones. Yeah. He has showed his word unto I. Remember, drop the J, like the elder says. Drop the J. Matter of fact, let's keep the J. Keep the J. And let's take this little thing off so it can look like an I. The original text, the original print. I'm still looking to find that book. I'm still looking for it. I'm going to do a lesson on that. He showed his word unto Ako B, his statutes and judgment unto Ako B, right? He had not dealt so with any nation. That's anybody. That's anybody from the seed of Japhet, anybody outside of the chosen seed. He has not dealt so with any other. Ham, we already know who they are. And they ain't not one of us. Ham is not black. Okay? Noah only had 2 sons, Shem, Japhet. Japhet being the oldest. You understand? Japhet being the oldest. And I showed you guys this numerous of times. Go on Google Translate. Type in Egypt in English and transfer it into Easy Closer, and you're gonna see the name says Japhet. Oh, wait, hold on. I thought Egyptians was Ham. Wake up. You've been lied to, fam. You've been lied to, fam. And the lies is no longer. See the difference between a Bantu and a Hebrew. When you overall, when you look at it all, see, a Bantu stands in desire and needs truth to survive. See, a Hebrew can promote and push lies because the lies is what's continuously keep them in power. And a lot of you guys are keeping these people in power because you have absorbed and believed the lie. You refuse to let go. You refuse to let Jesus go. Jesus loves you, right? You want to drink blood. Damn. Religion has turned my people into vampires. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how religion has turned black people into European vampires. You need blood to survive. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to come back and we're going to definitely talk about how religion has turned my people, fathers, children, into vampires. You need blood. And if you don't have the blood, then everything else is a dub. Yeah. Let's talk it. Brothers is mad at me because I don't want to participate in drinking blood. Brothers is mad at me because I don't believe in the foolishness that you guys believe in. Yes. Foolishness. I could say it. I could say it with my chest out, with my head up, with no fear. You know what they said, the Most High won't be mocked? Oh, he's mocking. Oh, we mocking all of these Hebrew gods. We crip walking all on their beliefs. All of that. All the literature. You should see me. I got rid of everything. There ain't gonna be no Isis Rael in this house. Ain't gonna be no Ahaya in my house. Ain't gonna be no Levi's around me because none of us know who we are. I'm not basing my lineage off information given unto men who was calling on Yahushai. Are you dumb or are you dumb? I'm not following no peoples whose first teachers came from European handlers. Yes, go look it up. I already showed you guys these things. Baby, I got to continuously do it over and over and over and over and over again so it could stick. But I did this. Your founding fathers of this Hebrew nonsense was a 33-degree Mason, believed in the Talmud, was taught by rabbis. Look it up. Look it up before they take it away. Stop waiting for people to provide you with information. Sometimes you gotta look it up. That's why a lot of individuals rock with me because I give them a little something. I tell them to look it up. And when they look it up, the Father unveils certain things, right? I had a sister, shout out to her. She said when she found out the truth about about Ahaya and all that, she started crying, bro. Ask yourself, how is these demons coming inside your congregations, people? I thought what you call on is a spiritual power that keeps all evil spirits away. Why is everybody's household is in turmoil right now? Why nobody's house is in peace right now? Y'all could talk that talk as you want. It sounds good. Why your teachers is aging so bad? Why they're not aging gracefully? What's going on? What's going on behind closed doors? Let's talk the talk, man. Huh? The wages of sin is death. Just like yesterday's episode, the wages of being a fish is dead. Talk that talk, man. If you're gonna talk it right. If you're gonna stand on righteousness, stand on it right. Don't do the foolishness, man. See, a Bantu always seeks wisdom. A Bantu seeks truth. A Hebrew want to keep their eyes in the word. They think because they got the word and they know every precept, they the superiors. Pharisees. You know who was the Pharisees? You know who was a Pharisee? Do you know where Pharisees came from? Should I show you where Pharisees come from, or should I just allow you to do your homework? Look up where Pharisees come from. Show me where in the Old Testament that the Father said that he was going to ordain Pharisees or Sadducees. You wait for it. When you find it, you let me know. When you find it, you let me know. You don't know who these people are. You know it was the Pharisees our big brother was beefing with, right? You know it's the Jews that our big brother was beefing with, right? And when he came unto these Jews and said what? Yes, Jews was in our land. They had to call themselves Jews because they couldn't be a Bantu. This is how they separated themselves. Did the same. They followed so-called our practices, took notes, but they couldn't refer to themselves as a Bantu. That's like a black person going to fill out a job application and he fills out white. He pulls in. He was like, but I thought you was white. He said, but I am white, but you look black. But no, I'm white. So they couldn't do that. So they came up with Hebrew and Jews and took our records and interjected that. That book is our book, but it's navigated around them and their beliefs, bro. That's why you can't just read the word. You gotta really read other books like the book of Enoch. You gotta read the book of Jasher. You gotta read these books because the Father left clues. See, they thought that they was gonna outsmart us, but they didn't know that we had the spirit of Sunini, that Nanini that's running in us. They didn't know that all it takes is the Father to say, let him get the word, and he'll get it. I wasn't looking for it. I wasn't looking for claiming to finding out that I was a Bantu. I was content in being a Hebrew. And I was a well-good Hebrew. They used to call me Fleabrew. You know why? Because I was the flyest of them all. That was me. Fresh pair. I was looking good like a fresh pair of underwear. What's wrong with you? You ain't know? You ain't know? Everything that I'm telling you, everything that I tell you, I have pure validation to say what I say because I was on the other side of the fence. I know what's over there. And the dudes that's talking, some of y'all are babies in this. Just woke up yesterday. Some of these individuals got understanding from me. And now these are the individuals that's trying to teach me and son me and tell me that, well, nah, man, we Hebrews, man. We Hebrews. Okay. All right, Hebrew. Speak Hebrew then. Speak it. Give me something. Give me something. I can show you in the Haitian dialect. I can show you in the Haitian dialect. You can find African in it. I can show you in the Jamaican dialect. You can find African in it. I can show you in the dialect. You can't show me that. You can't show me Hebrew in the dialect. The only people that was speaking Hebrew and got so-called evidence of Hebrew is wherever Christopher Columbus dwelt. What color was Christopher Columbus? Christopher Columbus wasn't black. Oh, but he spoke fluent Hebrew. Him and his 1,000 men. When he was raping your daughter, they was raping in Hebrew. When they was molesting you and doing their things to your children, they was saying it in Hebrew. They was saying Shema Yasharah. They was doing all of that in Hebrew. Slapping your family. Okay? And when that child was born, they said, you better give him a Hebrew name before I kill you all. She said, please, what's the name? Call him Columbia. Call him Columbia. Oh, you thinking I'm lying? This is the truth. And this is why I don't know how Europeans know the exact locations to go to find hidden clues. So we went into America. We walked down this Amazon. And when we looked to the left, we couldn't believe what our eyes just saw. We saw Hebrew writings on the wall, and they were speaking Hebrew. Even when I went, even when I was in this whole called movement, right? I don't want to call it a movement. So Luciferian complex, right? Even when I was in the Luciferian complex, I remember having a video of individuals that was in South America, I believe. Was it South America? It was somewhere, right? And they was giving the Hebrew credo, and everybody was going nuts. I remember when I first seen it, I was going nuts. Then it hit me. This is Christopher. This is the remains of Christopher Columbus and his men. Look at them. Look at them. Who are these people? We have no relations to these people. And that's another thing too. See, religion creates some level of inclusion where you my brother. Hebrews believe that Esau is the white man. Hebrews believe that Ishmael is Arab. Hebrews believe that the 12 tribes chart is accurate. Hebrews believe that Puerto Ricans and Dominicans and all of these people are chosen seeds. That's what they believe. Mexicans too. But Deuteronomy chapter 28 gave a specific rules and regulations. And it seems like Deuteronomy chapter 28 only occur to a particular colored skin people. I don't recall seeing Mexicans on the slave trade. Did you ever hear about Mexicans on the slave trade? Never heard that. Never heard Puerto Ricans on the slave trade. And I'm not here to knock and say, oh, you Puerto Ricans. I'm just saying, we here to restore order. I'm not focusing on genealogy, but let's talk the facts. Show me where. Show me where outside. Show me how Deuteronomy chapter 28 affects everybody outside of black and brown people. Show me. I'll wait for it. When you find it, let me know. I'll wait. When you find it, you let me know. That's the difference. See, we keep the laws. We keep the ways. We love thy neighbors. We fear the fathers. We don't bow down our knees and worship none of that. We don't put none of these, like the word says, no graven images. You guys do that all the time. All the time. It's like these dudes is determined to be viewed and respected like these Europeans. Determined. A Hebrew follow the ways of the Gentiles. A Bantu follow the ways of Sunini. The reason why Africa is still in a desolate state and the children haven't rose yet, because God's children didn't come back home yet. Read the word. We must go back home. We must go back to the land. We must go back to that same mountaintop and call on his name. Call on his name. Humbly. Call on that name and allow that name to be proclaimed to the four corners of the earth. Then the judgment shall come. There's no judgment coming with Jesus, okay? Christ, Yeshua, none of that's coming. Nothing is coming with that. You can take that to the bank. Nothing is coming with that. Our big brother does not, when the Father comes, yeah, the Father's gonna bring his angels to bring wrath. It's like he gonna bring the street sweepers, the street team. They're gonna clean up, make it nice and beautiful. So when he comes down, he relax and rule and govern like a king. And all heathens, Hebrews, and heathenites will feel the fire if they don't repent. So let me issue my warnings to all these Hebrews. The first warning is, don't get in the way of this awakening. Don't question it. If you have a question and talk to the Father. Don't call the Father the Most High. The Most High is a moon, it's a wine god. Don't call the Father the Most High. Don't call him no other European name. Don't say, Yah. Yah is the moon god. Yahweh is the replica of Zeus. Come on now. I read that to you yesterday. It's all in this book right here. Look. Books for days. Okay? All right? So please, people, please. Miss us with the foo-foo. All right? Okay? Call on his right name. Just say Father. Because like an obedient child, when you want to speak to your dad, you don't ever call your dad by his name. You call him, you say Father. And when you realize what his name is, then you call him by his name. Because that's what he told you to do. And then when you finish doing that, he will unveil himself to you and bring forth this truth. But don't get in the way. You get in the, I promise you, mark my words, this is a warning for anybody. I don't care if you part of GOCC. I don't care if you part of IUIC. I don't care if you part of NBC, MTV, ABC, 1, 2, 3. Doesn't matter. You get in the way of this awakening, you will burn. The Father will destroy you. Just like he's destroying and dismantling all your organizations. All you guys that's in these organizations will see exactly what I was saying, and you're gonna beg. And listen, I'm such a righteous and loving, caring God. I'm still gonna have my arms open. Keep thinking that you gotta go to Israel. Keep thinking that you gotta be in Israel. Keep thinking that you gotta be in the Middle East. The Father's cleaning up house for you to come home, and you want to go to another area around people that don't look nothing like you. Ain't you tired of being around places that don't look like you? Aren't you tired? That's not your land. I can show you map before 1611. Before the King James was authorized, before 1948, before they started, I can show you in maps where you're not gonna find no Jerusalem in the Middle East. You're not gonna find no Jerusalem, no writing of that nowhere. You're not gonna find that. And that land that you call the Holy Land, once upon a time was called Arab land. So are you telling me I'm an Arab? Heck no. Don't disrespect me. I look too good. Heck is wrong with you? Don't come associate me with Arabness. Are you dumb? But hey, I'm going to leave it as that. Do your homework. That's the difference between a Hebrew and a Bantu. A Bantu want to live. A Hebrew don't care to kill. A Bantu want to live. A Bantu want to love. A Bantu want to stay in righteousness. A Hebrew just want to follow trends. Wait until these brothers handlers come with a new new teachings. Yo, look what we found. And watch how all of these brothers is gonna jump ship. Not even gonna question it, not gonna do no studies, not gonna do nothing. They're gonna jump ship and say, yep, that's it. See? More proof that these European gods is our God. These Europeans took our gods. And now we claiming it back. So we're going to call on these European gods. And you wondering why you still the tail and not the head? Gotcha. But anyway, it's your brother, man, from the motherland. I came to you guys live. Once again, continue supporting Repent or Die podcast. I'm on every podcast platform. Please continue supporting. I love all of this. I'm about to open up a brand new channel. I'm about to really, like I said before, I'm going to really start showcasing myself and start showing you guys the human side of me. You know what I'm saying? Show you other things. Show you that, you know what I'm saying, I'm multi-talented in every aspect. Might show you how I write songs. Might do, I don't know. Whatever the Father wants me to do, I'm going to do. But right now, what he wants me to do is bring forth this truth. So I'm going to bring forth this truth, right? The truth is you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. The question is, do you want to be set free, or do you want to remain in captivity? It's your brother, man, from the motherland. Came to you guys live. You guys know who I am. I am Mr. Keep My Foot on You heathens. You Hebrews. And the newly installed Heathenites next. Are you dumb or are you dumb? Father, say one time for the one time. And I'ma holla at y'all. One.